Mark was a devoted dog owner who loved taking his German Shepherd, Kila, for walks. One sunny afternoon, they set out for their usual stroll by the nearby lake. The weather was perfect, and it seemed like just another routine walk. But little did Mark know, this walk would change his life forever. As they approached the lake, Kila, usually calm and obedient, began acting strangely. Her head was down, and she sniffed the air with an intensity Mark had never seen before. Her sudden urgency pulled at the leash, and despite Mark's efforts to regain control, she tugged him closer to the water, growing more excited as they went. Then, without warning, Kila bolted toward the lake. Mark was caught off guard as she dragged him into the water, and before he knew it, he was submerged in the icy depths. The cold took his breath away, and he struggled to keep afloat, gasping for air. The leash, tightly knotted around his wrist, only made things worse. Mark fought panic as the water dragged him deeper, but in a moment of clarity, he managed to free himself and swim to the surface. Shivering and disoriented on the shore, Mark's heart sank as he realized Kila was nowhere to be found. There were no ripples, no sign of her anywhere in the water. Desperation set in as he dialed for help, his voice trembling. "Please, my dog is in the lake. I can't find her," he begged. Within minutes, a crowd had gathered, friends, family, and strangers who had heard the distress call. They rallied together to search, with some scouring the shore while others spread word on social media. Mark, desperate to find Kila, was determined to dive back into the lake. His wife rushed to a nearby diving shop, bringing back the necessary equipment as time became their enemy. When Mark dove back into the murky water, he was met with darkness. His flashlight revealed a world he hadn't expected. Crates resting on the lakebed, stacked in a way that seemed deliberate. What were they doing there? Could Kila be trapped inside one of them? His heart raced as he swam closer to the crates, hoping for some sign of his dog. Suddenly, a faint sound caught his attention. He shone his light on one of the crates, and to his relief, he saw Kila's wide, fearful eyes. She had found an air pocket inside the crate, clinging to life. With trembling hands, Mark carefully opened the crate and pulled Kila from the water. Cheers erupted from the crowd as they rushed to embrace them, but Mark couldn't shake the unease he felt. Why were the crates there? Who had placed them in the lake? Soon, the police were involved. Mark led officers to the spot where he had found the crates. As they retrieved them from the water, they discovered that they were filled with firearms, heavy, sealed crates containing weapons. The discovery turned the situation from a simple rescue mission into a full-blown criminal investigation. The lake had unknowingly served as a drop-off point for an illegal smuggling operation. The police soon linked the crates to a network of criminals using the lake to transport illegal goods under the cover of night. Locals reported strange sightings around the area, boats moving across the water and trucks parked near the shore at odd hours. These clues pointed to a larger, clandestine operation. Mark's knowledge of the lake and the dangerous situation with Kila made him a key witness as the investigation unfolded. The authorities eventually identified a warehouse that was central to the smuggling ring. Mark and Kila became central figures in the case, and when the police raided the warehouse, they found more crates and more weapons. But the situation took a terrifying turn when the criminals, realizing they were trapped, grabbed Kila, using her as leverage to escape. Mark's heart stopped, but he acted quickly, distracting the criminals long enough for the police to subdue them and free Kila. The smuggling operation was dismantled, and the community was made safer thanks to Mark and Kila's actions. As news of their bravery spread, Mark and Kila were hailed as heroes. The town threw a celebration in their honor, and the mayor publicly praised their courage in helping take down the criminal network. For Mark, the ordeal had been terrifying, but it brought him closer to Kila than ever before. Sitting by the lake, he reflected on how a simple walk had turned into an adventure that saved lives and uncovered a dark secret. The lake, once a place of peace, had revealed a hidden danger. But now, with the criminals behind bars, it could return to its serene beauty, and for Mark and Kila, it would forever be a reminder of their courage, their bond, and the day they took on danger together and came out victorious.